Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Fighting Force 2. I'm Walter Richards. So last time we did a bunch of stuff. We destroyed a tungsten CX sample, blew up some cloning research, and I think we also killed a Robomax, whatever the hell that is supposed to be. So now we're heading to the Arctic.
Too much open ground. Have to keep it low and fast.
Alright, we made our nice and quiet entrance, I guess. And we made it to the Polar Research Base, located in Carson's Bay, South Pole. I think it's a real location. Whatever. We don't seem to have any available data on our target, so what the fuck are we doing here? Well, let's find out. Records show that the installation at Carson's Bay was a US weather outpost. Why the hell do you need that in the South Pole in particular? There's only one type of weather. Shit and shittier. Decommissioned in 1964. That's a long time ago. Current lease shows Arctech Mining are operating from the base, but CrackerSnatcher Corporation are funding the operation. Well, what a fucking coincidence. Infiltrate the base and await further instructions. So we came here without even knowing what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. Literally. We have no reason to be here at the moment. Besides, well, you know, the CrackerSnatchers are doing stuff here, so we have to show up. Which I think it means is a good time to talk about the story of this game and why exactly the Knackamichis are so hated for some reason. Because at the moment it feels like we're just picking on them like a bunch of school bullies for no good reason. Well, there apparently is a reason, but, well, try to see if it makes sense to you. It's the future, basically. And humanity learned how to do cloning in a very easy and manageable fashion. Pretty much anyone can do it as long as they feel like it and have enough resources, of course. Oh, that's a turret over there, by the way. Watch out for that shit. Surprisingly, it didn't attack me the first time I walked past here, so what gives? Anyway, like I said, cloning is very accessible all of a sudden, but it doesn't take too long for it to get banned because it's bad, apparently. I don't know, probably fear of getting clone armies fighting each other or some shit like that. Who the hell knows? But the idea is pretty basic. It's banned and you're not supposed to do it. So where does CrackerSnatcher come in? Well, they come in exactly the way you expect them to come in. They suddenly are under a suspicion of cloning and, well, doing various research regarding cloning. So we have to figure out if they are cloning stuff, and if they are, we have to make them stop, because that's not good for some reason. I'm pretty sure there's a better story explanation somewhere out there, but in all honesty, I don't really think it matters. Because the story is pretty much just that. Knackamichi doesn't want to obey the law, and you are the law. So you do what the law does best. You tell these guys to stop. Oh, this monitor can be kicked, I think. Yeah, much better. Where's your 4K television now, you son of a bitch? Oh yeah, see what I mean? They like to shoot you behind corners when you're passing through doors to throw you out of the room while dealing damage. It keeps resetting them too, so it's a bit of an annoying bug, but If you just move fast enough, they won't be able to retaliate quickly enough. Or even better, they'll just miss, the dumbasses. Yeah, that's basically the plot. We're just here to see if these guys are cloning people or not, and if they are, well, we need to tell them to cut that shit out. But I think what's odd is that while the story suggests that the company is only under a suspicion of cloning, the game says that they are cloning. So, what gives? What is the plot then exactly? Do they clone stuff or not? Would be nice to have a little bit of consistency here. Pretty safe to say that they are cloning, because why else would we be dealing with these guys for so much without them as much as raising an eyebrow? They obviously have something going on here, and they don't even send out their legal representation to deal with us in a more sophisticated manner. Instead, they send the goons. Alright, it looks like we got our mission finally. Maybe they're using dial-up? Who knows? Or satellite phones. Jesus Christ. Locate and destroy the installation's mainframe. The CPU is believed to be protected by a sophisticated shielding system. The processor is also believed to be very volatile and needs to maintain a constant temperature at all times. Just apply some thermal paste and it'll be fine. Or maybe they are doing that already. If that's the case, that's pretty volatile. We believe the two circuits are located in the same area. Once the CPU is damaged, it should cause a chain reaction, so get the hell out of there. Eliminate all resistance. Well, that's not very professional of you, boss. Swearing in my mission logs? That's not very nice. Only I, MIEEENson, is allowed to do that. Okay, this is where you gotta be a little cautious. You might think, oh well, this is where I need to be, right? Well, you'll see soon enough that this isn't exactly the case. I'm not gonna show you what exactly is going on, but I think you'll get the idea quickly enough. Get up, you. As always, kicking is incredibly powerful and should not be underestimated, unlike fists. And, well, that's about it. Nothing has really changed apart from some sound effects being added to act as this area's soundtrack. I suggest going through these monkey bars instead of going downstairs, because you'll end up going the same way anyway. And downstairs there's an enemy, as far as I know. Nothing else that's important. Fuck. Fine. Where'd he throw that? The fucking idiot just blew himself up. Dude, if you wanna know how to throw grenades, just check out Conflict Desert Storm 2. Those guys know how to throw stuff. Despite how close they usually tend to be. Wait, what the fuck was I doing there? I think I was going into aim mode accidentally, thinking it's an attack button. Still kinda used to Dark Souls controls. But as you can see, the axe isn't that much better. So my exaggerations were not entirely full of shit. But the axe already broke. That's how shitty it is. Like you'd think it would last a little longer, but it's just barely longer than the baton, so my recommendation? Fuck it. Don't waste your time with an axe. It's a waste of time. Oh, come on, that should have latched on. Oh, son of a... Here we go. So yeah, I may have exaggerated a little how shitty the axe is. I mean, you can use it if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, as you saw, that room was pretty much a dead end. So now what? Well, you go back to the elevator and you see that you can go both up and down. Just keep going down. This may stump some players. And that's mostly because all previous elevators would only go down to where they need to be and would never work again. You wouldn't exactly think that, well, okay, I go down and I'm gonna need to go down a bit more afterwards. Although admittedly it's not exactly something very mysterious and stumping. You're not gonna get stuck for a long time wondering just where do I need to go, because there's only so many places you can go to. As in only one place. Because you can only go up from there or down. But you already know that going down doesn't make going up doesn't make any sense because the big door is still closed. That's a nice Uzi. I think I'll keep it. Shotgun isn't too bad, but I don't know. There's never enough of it. That's my problem. There's never enough of shotgun ammo for me to really care about it. Loading. But the rifle ammo is always abundant around this part. In fact, from here on out, I think the most abundant of the stronger weapons will be the rifle ammo. So hold on to it. You'll actually find a lot of use for it. I wish you could turn around just a little bit faster. But that's okay. Can I use this? No? Fuck this shit then. Fuck you, CrackerSnatcher. Psycho-Borg failure in AI. Feed protocols are taking priority. What the fuck are you talking about? Feed program overriding combat systems. Well, I don't know about that, but I think we should keep that in the backs of our minds, because something may indeed happen. I hate how they can sometimes, after shooting, just fire some more without having to reload, because they have to reload after their initial salvos, but sometimes we ignore that. That is quite annoying. By the way, this shining bauble of fucking knows what, alien technology mumbo jumbo kind of a thing, that is the CPU they're supposed to blow up. Right now, doing whatever you would like to do would well, do nothing, because as you can see, whenever you hit any of the cores, a shield comes up. We have to find a way to disable the shielding mechanism first, which admittedly is not a very difficult task. Considering that we are a walking fucking tank who can take rockets to the face, among other things. What's going on over there? Let's have a look. Watch out, these areas may contain mines. Be on the lookout. Yeah, see? There's one right here. And there are proximity mines too, so it doesn't matter if you don't touch them, you can still get blown up. These guys usually don't do anything. What the hell? I kinda clipped through him there. These guys don't usually do anything other than throwing grenades, so don't worry about them too much. They're not exactly dangerous. However, their aim isn't too bad, so you might want to just make sure to kill them early enough so that they don't pose a problem. Kinda wish my aiming reticle wouldn't go all over the place. There's still a pretty sizable gap for me to shoot through, but for some reason it wants to aim at the floor. Not sure what's that all about. Ow. I saw that coming, by the way. There wasn't much I could do about it. Hey, I found a shotgun. I might have to take my words back on shotgun not being a very common drop, actually, now that I think about it. It's becoming a bit more common. I don't know. Last playthrough I didn't get a lot of shotguns at all, so I might be mistaken. Maybe it was just bad luck. I remember as a kid, I would get as far as this, through multiple playthroughs that is, because the game would really bore the fuck out of me, not to mention it being kinda more difficult than it is nowadays, now that I'm pretty good at this kind of stuff. And at this point I would just give up, because these guys with their fucking rifles are really annoying, even today. I mean, if they shoot you and you don't get stunned, that's fine. However, if they do shoot you and you get stunned, no, that's not quite fine at all. Cause then you get stunned. No shit. And it kinda sucks. What else is there to say about this? You already know how stunning sucks. You get stunned, you can't do jack and shit. Oh, look what I fucking got. A stick. I sure like sticks. Barely does a damn thing too. Seriously, it took so many swings to knock this guy out. And all I get is some mild satisfaction afterwards because this fucking thing breaks so easily. I don't know, melee weapons in this game are really nothing special. I prefer just using good old-fashioned feet and fists. They seem to work better anyway. Fists may not be as strong as kicks, but at least they're faster. Whereas kicks, well, they're not slow either. If they were slower, I probably wouldn't use them as much, but they're pretty fast as well. And they're strong. Like, look at that damage output. Just a roundhouse kick knocks the shit out of them. Half HP pretty much gone from one roundhouse kick. Meanwhile, a fucking axe can deal that much damage in just about 3 or 4 swings. I don't know. Oh, I hope that doesn't do anything bad. Oh, thank goodness. If you've played this game before, you know exactly what I meant by that. But let's not spoil the surprise just yet, for those who are still new to this game. There are a lot of turrets in this area. Not as many as in upcoming areas, but there's definitely an overabundance of mines. I don't think it ever gets as bad as this. Damn, that was a good kick. But you saw that, just one roundhouse kick knocked out more than half of his HP. That is a ridiculous amount of damage. And I approve of it, because it doesn't cost me anything. But yeah, let's find out why was I a little scared about throwing that grenade down here, shall we? I think you'll find my fears to be quite valid. See this? It's a warhead. If you blow it up, bad things will happen. In fact, we could make a save state and showcase just what kind of bad things happen. Okay, let me see. Is this allowed? Yes, this is... Oh. I lost connection, it seems. Looks like the recorder stopped. Let me try this again. Alright, got the video back up. Looks like the X story doesn't approve of my save stating. Okay, so we got the save state. We can test out what happens when you blow up a warhead. You can probably imagine what happens, but let's see it anyway for demonstration purposes. You melt out of existence. And this is bad because this will cost you your continue. What happens if you hit continue at this point? back to the elevator where you started off this area from, and all of your weapons are gone. So let's get back to where we left off. Alright, we are back. So remember, do not shoot anything that looks like a warhead. Do not allow anyone to shoot anything that looks like a warhead. Do not throw anything explosive near things that may look like a warhead or may induce warheads to explode. In fact, leave the warheads alone. There is a way to avoid death from a warhead if you accidentally blow it up. But that, first of all, requires to be close enough to an escape route. Basically, the idea is to escape the area by going to the next 3 rooms. Like, you need to actually get into the next 3rd or 4th room to be safe. Else, the explosion radius will catch up with you. And boy, do you not want that to happen. I can assure you of that. This room doesn't need AC anyway.